Shirley's dress. Wow. Just wow. Just an amazing outfit. I've never seen her dress like that before. I've seen her wear some really amazing, fantastic outfits, but this was the pièce de résistance, as they say. It was like a flouncy, not lace, but netted, sort of sort of Victorian with floofs and all sorts on it, and in multicolours, and I don't know who made it, I don't know where she got it from, but gorgeous. Very different to what she used to wear on stage when I first saw her back in the 90s, I think it was, at some stage. I went to see her and Placebo at the Standard Bank Arena in Johannesburg, South Africa, where I was living at the time, and she was brilliant then. I actually have a t-shirt from then. It fits over one boob now, but you know, as you get older, parts of the body grow. But it was the outfit, her demeanour, her entire way of conversing with the crowd, getting the crowd participation, was typical Shirley Manson. And absolutely awesome gig. If you haven't been to see them, and there are still gigs that are, you know, coming up, go see them. Really go see them. It is worth it. It really is worth every penny. They played all the hits and all of my favourite songs bar one, but it's a short song that I like, and it's on one of the new albums. But anyway, it was really strange because I made a lovely new friend at the gig, and I want to say thank you to the O2 Apollo in Manchester for looking after me, because my back has been, as you know, I've been struggling with my back and my leg, my ankle, my knee, my hips, from the weird gait that I'm having to walk in now because of this ankle injury that's been going on for, 18 months, 19 months now. So I managed to get a seat. I had originally bought a standing ticket, and I managed to get a seat. And I must say, I don't like sitting. I like to be in the crowd, as close to the front of the gig as I can get. But I just can't. I can't stand for that long anymore. So they put me in a seat, and it was fabulous. Had a great view. Anyway, I was talking to this wonderful lady who I made friends with. And I don't know how we got onto the topic of what we want and what our beliefs are. But I said to her that I just want happiness and peace in the world. I just want everybody to get along and accept each other as they are, for who they are and what they are, no matter what you identify as. That's it. You can be what you are. Sod those who say that you can't. And during part of the show, Shirley actually said very similar to what I said to the audience. And I thought, this is why I like Garbage and Shirley Manson so much. Now, I know that Shirley's a bit of a feminist. She is married. She doesn't hate men. Feminists do not hate men. I just want you to remember that. But this is not about feminism. This is about Garbage and their gig. Their last album, No Gods, No Masters, which I absolutely adore. This is probably, out of all of the albums that they've released, one of my favourites. And this is a box set that I have. The CD's not in here. Oh no, there is one CD in here. Another CD. And there's a booklet in here. No Gods, No Masters, which is a bit sort of up. There we go. It's got all the lyrics in. And there are some pictures of the band members. And then there is a sort of mini poster kind of thing, which would have been back in the day, I guess, an album cover. Be kind. Be kind. Beware. Just some of the lyrics. So yes, I'm a bit of a CD hoarder. I know most of us get our music through internet on our iPhones, iPads, Spotify, whatever, but I like to collect the actual item. For me, there is no more joy, no better joy than opening this, putting it on and listening to this whole new album, stood in front of my speakers as if I was 14 again. So she played quite a few songs from that album, which I was really pleased with. But I was a bit worried that they wouldn't, because they couldn't do a tour to promote that album because of COVID. And she did mention that as well, and she was a bit worried, but I love that album. As I said, to me, it's by far the best Garbage album to date. She played the title track on here, The Men Who Rule the World, which is an absolutely brilliant song, and I sort of implore you to go and listen to it. I'm going to try and link some of their videos into the description box below if I remember, so you can go and have a listen. But guys, do yourself a favour, buy the CD. It's just brilliant. It really is. Anyway, this Men Who Rule the World song is all about the billionaires who are currently in power around the world, especially the right-wing billionaires. I think we can all sort of think of who that person may be. Little hands, a bit orangey in face. And I just love the song. It is an amazing song. There's a chant in the song called "The Violator Hate the Violator. The Violator Destroy the Violator." Absolutely love that line. And it's so powerful and it's so punky. And it's almost as if there's a lot of anarchic lyrics in here going against the norms of society, which she's always done anyway, going against the norms that we see every day play out by our world leaders. Like I said, it's got a punky feel to it. It's very anarchic in its vocals. And I love the lyrics. Like I said, if you've watched some of my previous videos on feminism and so on, you'll understand why I love it. They also played a few tracks from their fourth album, Bleed Like Me being one of them. I actually pre-ordered this earlier this year and it came a few months ago now, and it's a re-release of Bleed Like Me, and it's also got extra tracks on as well, B-sides and so on. Again, I'm a massive CD fan, so it's got a nice big open gate, fold, and you know, if you want to listen to it, excellent to listen to the older stuff. Of course, I have the first albums as well, but I must say the CD cases are looking a bit battered and bruised after the amount of times I've played them. She also sang a song called Godhead, which is brilliant. I love the lyrics of that song. I will link it, but the lyrics go along the lines of, would you know, if I had a D-I-C-K, would you know it? If I had a D-I-C-K, would you blow it? And again, it is a sort of punch towards the patriarchy and saying that women are not worth as much as men. And it's true. Men are the preferred of the genders to get the job, or etc., etc., etc. That is the way of the world. And we as feminists need to change that. And I think pretty much that Shirley has been trying to change that through her music over the years. The set list was amazing. You'll have seen some of the videos that I've already put up on my channel. There's a heck of a lot more that I need to put up. And I just want to say that I don't always, I don't record the full song for two reasons. Number one, I like to enjoy myself while I'm there. So I record the sort of intro bit up until the chorus generally, or maybe after the chorus. And then I stop recording because I want to dance in my seat and sing. And you don't want to hear me sing. I'm pretty sure you don't want to hear me sing. You'd rather listen to Shirley sing. She sang Cherry Lips, Paranoid, Push It. Goodness, I can't even remember every single song that she sang, but I knew them all. One of my favourites, and I think this is my favourite overall Garbage song, is Special. And I was a little bit annoyed because I started recording Special and some guy needed to get past me. So I had to stop and then start again. So it's sort of halfway through the introduction. So please forgive me for that. It was not done deliberately. It was a person, and not me as a person. This was at the O2 Apollo in Manchester, and that theatre is probably one of the best sound-wise. The whole back area of the stage is curved, and it's the way the building has been made and built. It's quite an old building, I think 18 something or other it was built. and it missed being bombed as well by the Luftwaffe. So the sound quality in there was brilliant, and I must say, so much better than the sound quality of the Stevie Nicks gig that I went to, which is a little bit sad, but you know, you're seeing one star and another star, and the sort of the vibrant, the energy that they bring is quite different, but both are meant to entertain. And I must say as well, the final song was Only Happy When It Rains, and of course that's one of their biggest hits, and the entire audience sang. And in fact, she didn't really sing a lot of the song because she was holding a mic out at the audience. And where I was sat upstairs in the circle, you could just hear the audience. Now, normally when I go to gigs and I'm sort of standing, you can't always hear that sound because you're so close to the stage. But you could hear everybody. And I've tried to get some footage of the audience as well, so you can see the love and emotion that was directed towards Shirley. I just want to say thank you again to the staff at the O2 for allowing me to get a seat. I did actually phone a few days beforehand because of my back and my ankle, and I knew that I wasn't going to be able to stand for that long. And plus, it's a long drive from where I am, going through the Woodhead Pass, which is an absolute nightmare road to drive. It's windy and dangerous, and lots of trucks on that road. But it is the quicker route to Manchester from where I live to going up to the M62 and around that way. So it's like knocks half an hour off of the journey. So the O2 staff were brilliant. I had a lovely lady looking after me, making sure that I was okay, that I was comfortable enough, which was fabulous. Bless her. She was really lovely. Her name, I think, was Barbara. So thank you, Barbara, if you watch this. And I realised as I was sitting there and I looked around, I realised that I had been there before. Yes, I'd been there a few years ago to see Deftones, which was another brilliant gig. But I also went there when I was a very young child, probably in 1980, 1981, to see country legend Glen Campbell. My parents had taken me and my sister as a birthday present. And I remember being in this upstairs and seeing him sing down below. And of course, when you're young, everything seems bigger. So it seemed like a much bigger theatre to me when I was young. But as I'm sat there, I'm thinking, I was sat on the other side last time. I remember watching Glen Campbell, and I remember this bluegrass violinist at the time playing. He was the opening act. He was brilliant. I think he did come on and play with Glen Campbell. Anyway, this video is not about Glen Campbell. It's about Garbage and the amazing gig that they put on last night. Guys, all I can say is Shirley still has it, and I hope that they tour again so that I can go and see them again, because it's just amazing to see a band who has been through so many hardships, so much trouble, so many difficult times, that she didn't think that they would come back again. I did record a bit of what she said about their history, so I will post that a bit later as well, so you can have a watch of that. But it was just amazing to see them all 30 years after I saw them the first time. So yeah, still singing, still playing, still full of energy, and just absolutely amazing. So enjoy the videos I've recorded. If you like this, please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Really need to increase the subscribers. And the likes help me to get up in the algorithms of YouTube. And I'd really appreciate any comments you have about Garbage, about what you'd like to see me do reviews on. I'm thinking of doing some reviews on some albums that I have. Oh, the one thing that I forgot here is the one song that Shirley played that really was a surprise to me was a cover version of Siouxsie and the Banshees' Cities in Dust, which is on my favourite Siouxsie album, Tinderbox. I was just like, ah! So, yeah, that was a massive surprise. So if you can get to the gig, see that version of Cities in Dust. It's worth it. And she adores Siouxsie as well, which just makes me love Shirley Manson even more. Blessed be.